NBA sports coverage of the NFL leads us to a snow-covered Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Indianapolis Colts. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will make it into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Play action. It's Eason. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Eason to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. He's giving me the evil eye, folks. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man Hilton. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Complete to number 13,
T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
7, Steelers nothing.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll throw right away. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out right at the 35.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, you got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On the run, here's Anthony McFarland. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
At the 48-yard line.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's McFarland. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. For Eric Ebron, the Steelers, his third team in 4 seasons. Started in Detroit and then played 2 years with these Indianapolis Colts, even making the Pro Bowl in 2018, following a season which saw him catch 13 touchdown passes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what'll happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
They'll run here with Connor. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Colts' 6-yard line.
Again, it'll be Connor. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. That's out to the left and complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he puts it through.
That ties the game at 7. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Eason gets hit, and the ball pops free.
The second down pass.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. These two teams all tied after one. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a pickup of
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Big hit. All day. Sack City. God. 230. Mike 54. Mike 54. And here we go. Watch the pass. Check 16.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Deontay Johnson.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete on the deep ball. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd and short.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Already speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
28-yard line.
Here's Eason off the play fake. Open man is Trey Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Colts.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Taylor, the ball carrier. Stephon Tuitt on the stop. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he'll find Pittman. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he takes this one in for a...
Indianapolis.
Trey Burton. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from the game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Getting in there to break that one up, Rock Ya-Sin.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. First and 10, Eason looking deep for Hilton. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Eason. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end.
Eason's pass.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Throwing is Eason. He finds Taylor, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They go play action with Eason. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. To throw again. Eason. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10. From the gun is Eason. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll come up second and 6 now from the 24. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. That is incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a third and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, 58 is the mic. 58 is the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Alert, 50.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15.
Don't get nervous.
Roethlisberger will hand to Connor, and he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Number 30, James.
Give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
He was brought down by Anthony.
Obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. In your face.
Roethlisberger quickly to the flat. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Like 20. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
On third down, Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 46. Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Big Ben with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
50 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
A 22-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Here we go. Here I come again. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Catch all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Eason, and that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Eason. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Now Eason. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On the give, this is McFarland. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Johnson's got it complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's good.
I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. The quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And a short gain down to about the 33.
James Conner, the ball carrier.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the handoff, Taylor. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Colts.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Eason sets to throw it. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield.
Complete
5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now again, right side. Hines, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
TJ Watt there.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He'll find Taylor, that's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Complete to Jonathan.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game. They'll look to run with Taylor. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Eason going to keep it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jacob Eason taking it in. And the Colts can now take the lead if they convert the extra point. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that is going to put them up by 1, and it sets us up for quite a finish here.
Colts 29, Steelers 28.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, this will be McFarland. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
McFarland, the ball.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Even though we're not on the goal line, this is essentially a goal line look as they come up for 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Complete to Hilton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They run once more with Taylor. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Third down.